So I have to replace the nut on this guitar, and I got a Tusk Graphtec dealie, and it's for the curved bottom that I need, and it has this little notch, which they say is like ingenious because you use the notch for a flat bottom and then you sand the notch out for a curved bottom. But to me, a flat bottom, now it only has 3 little points of contact. To me, that's not great. If I had a flat bottom, slot for a nut, I would want a nut that has a flat bottom, not curved with a little notch in the middle. But whatever, I'm not thrilled with Graphtec products anyway. You can check with some of my other videos. But anyway, so it doesn't quite fit, so I'll have to sand it a little bit thinner. But the first thing, I'm just going to take some sandpaper and sand that little notch out. See? There we are. Okay, I'm just going to sand that little notch out, so I'll be back. I sanded the little nub off. The material is surprisingly soft. I would think, you want a nice, solid, rigid, dense, but surprisingly soft. It sanded right off really quickly. So now I'm just going to make it a little bit thinner so that it'll fit into the slot here. And I'm going to, it goes in this way, I'm going to sand off from the back of it so that way it keeps the integrity of that front leading edge for the strings. And sandpaper, just make sure that you're using something nice and smooth, and all you do is just, what is this? There we go. You just kind of, make sure that you're holding it nice and flat, and you just kind of go like that. Okay, and then I like to kind of switch it around to make sure that I'm even, and definitely check every few passes because you don't want to go too thin. So I'm going to do that and get it to fit in there, and I'll be right back. And boom, it fits, and it's a nice snug fit. So usually I would put a little tiny bit of wood glue underneath, and then you press that down, and just a little tiny dab just to hold it in place. But this is a fairly tight fit, so I think it's good. But anyway, so there we go. Now I'm going to string it up and everything and just check. It seems like the action might be a little bit high at the nut, so I will just double check all of that and see what happens. So there we are. Easy. Alright, so the action's a little bit high, but I know who this is going to, and he's not even going to notice or care, and that's about it. I feel like this is like the second or third time I've replaced a nut for this guitar. But anyway, it kind of gets beat a bit. But I'm just going to leave it as is. It's fine. And if, he has any issue, then I can lower the slots a tiny bit. But it plays decent. It plays, fairly in, pretty much in tune in the open position and everything. And it's all good. So there we go. Easy.